Former UFC flyweight title challenger Tyler Santos failed to USADA drug test for multiple banned substances, leading to a 6-month suspension starting March 21st and her withdrawal from the PFL tournament. Opening odds for UFC on ESPN 69. Buckley versus Usman is the main event. Usman a minus 170 favorite. Buckley a plus 140 underdog. I think those odds will probably change. I think a lot of people will bet on Buckley with those odds. Buckley is on a nice little streak right now and been very active. Usman has not been active, and he is winless in his last 3 fights. KSI's in New York, so Dylan Danis said, "You better hope you got a lot of security because you're in my city now." So KSI's manager told Dylan Danis, "KSI and his security saw your tweet and are worried for his safety, knowing your power in the city, especially after what happened to Logan and NYC. If anything happens, they'll have to ban you from fighting on Misfits and DAZN for life."
I go 5-1-5, so to be here, I always tell people, if you throw a dart in the middle of the U.S. and you want to land on the bullseye, that's Des Moines, Iowa, the heart that pumps this nation. These guys, they deserve it, and this is for them. I made this happen for them. I wanted to be here. This was a huge dream for me to come here and fight, but, I'm super focused. Everywhere I go 5-1-5.
Is there any part of you that's like, man, I really wish I could have got that fight with Dominic Cruz before he retired? Is there any part of you that's like, man, I really wish I could have got that fight with Dominic Cruz before he retired?
Yeah, absolutely. They always there was always kind of like, hey, we're going to try to do you and Cruz. We're going to try to do you and Cruz. And yeah, it never happened. It sucks that it never happened. It's always one that I really wanted to have, but yeah, I would have loved to have that fight. I really looked up to Cruz growing up. Even when I watch my old fights, I'm like, damn, I look like Dominic Cruz. I've changed a lot since then, but yeah, always looked up to that guy.
Ponzinibbio and Rodriguez fighting on Saturday. Close to an even money fight on the betting rods. Maybe Rodriguez has an edge if he throws that spinning kick he threw at the ranch when he was on mushrooms.
Hey, remember that kick from the ranch when we were on mushrooms? Yeah. The spinning kick? Yeah. Throw that shit.
Okay. How's it going, everyone? So on Monday, Paul Felder and I, we did a pretty banging 2-hour episode of the Believe You Me podcast, and YouTube took it down. Now, we used some copyright material, so that was our fault, okay? We didn't realise, we didn't do it on purpose. Anyway, so the episode got took down for a while. 2 hours of laughs, hilarity, analysis, previews, reviews, and a lot of random stuff as well. Talks about men versus gorillas and all that type of shit that's doing the rounds right now. But anyway, the episode has been re-uploaded. It's back up. So, if you're a Believe You Me podcast fan and you're like, where's the episode this week, Bisping? It is back up.
Former UFC heavyweight Jamal Pogues is an alternate in the PFL's heavyweight tournament. He says 265 pounds he weighed in. Even I'm an alternate for tomorrow night. I'll be out there for a few months, guys. Just stay tuned. Need to stay ready.
I knocked out Antonio Carlos Jr. 3 minutes, 45 seconds into the second round.
I'm going to win by submission the first round.
My fight night prediction is I knock Phil Davis out.
It's simple, okay? I don't like to make predictions because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not a psychic, okay? And you know what happens? People get in here and they say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, you're not. No, you're not, because you're not a psychic. So when someone tells you their prediction, they're either extremely good or they're not telling you the truth. I'm all right? I'm pretty good. But I'm not good enough to give you a prediction. All I can tell you is I am going to go out there, make it the most exciting fight that I've had thus far, and I'm going to get it done for you.
The weight cut is half the battle when you're struggling with it. So it's nice to just be at the weight that I feel like I'm very competitive at. I might not be the biggest bantamweight in the world, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I think I do well at this weight. Like the stars were aligning in my last fight where I knew that, the purpose of me still being here is to just see how great I can be. That's it. Like, I've already accomplished great things. I've already been a world champion. I'm sure I would love to make that climb back, but I kind of just took all the pressure off and said, it's not about winning, it's not about losing, it's about being my best. And I think the performance really showed. I love this matchup with Yana. I grew up fighting strikers and being the wrestler and the grappler, and I feel like this is another classic matchup. Obviously the sport of MMA continues to evolve, and women's MMA is, not like it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So I'm expecting evolution in her, but at the core of who she is and her style is definitely more of a striker. So I'm excited to take her into deep waters. And, I anticipate that there's much that Yana will bring that I haven't seen or haven't prepared for multiple times throughout my career, but it's a fight, so you've got to expect the unexpected, and that's what I've prepared. A victory will put me right back in the top 10. So that's what I want. I hate being number 11. You know, I want to be inside the top 10, so I'm not happy with that right now. And she's sitting right at that number 10 seed, but I think a good win over her could boost me up even past that. So I'm looking for, again, my best performance. It's not about Yana. It's not about the win. It's about being my best. And when I'm my best, not only will I get the win, but I think I'll do it impressive.
Some of the other odds for that card, Namajunas, a -205 favorite over Miranda Maverick, which makes sense. Namajunas should avoid getting takedown and outstrike Maverick en route to a unanimous decision victory. And Michael Chiesa, a 3-1 favorite over Court McGee.
He's smaller though.
I never hear Devin talk, not once.
You done got off that bicycle and it's not working.
You know how we came last time. Hey, we know how we had his jaw last time.
got no balls. His son got no balls.
Had his own balls, right? Don't even listen to him. You know what I did to him.
I know.
Bill knows what happened to him. Bill knows what happened to his son.
I guess in boxing, to solidify the fight or whatever, you're supposed to give a deposit. They're supposed to give us 10% of the purse. And so they gave us 5% of the purse as the deposit. And then they was going to give us the other 5 like a couple months down the line. So the time for the other 5% came and went. And my manager was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? They already messed up by only giving us 5%. And then when it's time to give us the other 5%, you know, they keep one day in us, tomorrow in us. So my manager was like, hey, just put the purse in the escrow, give us the other 5%, and then we saw it. And then they never did that either. The escrow time came, passed, and went. And my manager was like, man, these guys probably don't got the money. They probably going to try to stiff you guys if you guys fight, right? And he was like, thank God they didn't give us the whole 10% because we wouldn't have known. We would have got there and fought and everything. And you know, probably after the fight, they would have been like just shaded, not paid us anything. So when the deadline passed for the escrow, Rashad and I, we made the executive decision to pull out. And y'all know me, my pull-out game ain't strong at all. I ain't want to pull out, but I did.
Shroom Bar is built for fighters. Every bar has 4 functional mushrooms. Cordyceps will boost your energy and endurance, so your opponent gasses out first. Lion's Mane keeps you focused and clear, so you can worry about what actually matters. Reishi reduces stress and keeps you calm. And Turkey Tail boosts your immune system, which I know y'all need because you're on those nasty-ass gym mats.